Now we're all ready for our boat trip, which is good because there's no telling how long it's going to take. And it's over. Thankfully, because I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn while I was moving. Looks like we made it to the Capitol building. There's no one around, so free archer kill. But if we wait just a bit longer, the ground troops arrive. It's another opportunity at a little stealth, and I've just realized that the one on the opposite corner arrived first. So if we go for him first, we might be able to get them both. One down. Now to quickly sprint after the other one. Guess that murderer took much longer than I expected, but maybe no. Not too much of a problem. Looks like a relatively small number of enemies. The Taiha really makes short work of just about everybody. I find actually killing enemies takes a slight bit longer than it did with the sword. I don't know why, because removing the armor is almost immediate. But I feel like I could have sword killed that guy a little quicker. Now, if we assume this building has symmetry with these guards as it did with the patrolling guards, then there should be someone right on the other side of that hallway. Unfortunately, Kuzo can't go up that hallway for some reason, but he can go up the opposite hallway. Doesn't do us a lot of good. But it appears to be abandoned. I can hear distant footsteps. Never a good sign. Not time for that yet, Kuzo. Because back where we are is a strange assortment of enemies. Better just prepare for them. Melee archery is rarely a good idea, but it's pretty fun. And once they're down, you can just fill them with arrows, for the hell of it. Excellent shot on that guy. He's not crawling anywhere. And even with that little mistake, it was still a pretty easy area. We've turned focus away from our approaching path. Always nice when we can do that. Now we can forge ahead to where a familiar gate is waiting for us. Behind it, our next boat. Maybe we can sneak around. No, there's a very small gap. Rara's pretty athletic, but he's not much of a jumper, I guess. Some archers there. And a distant perch over that way. fact, there appear to be quite a few paths leading off of this area. Okay, this one's got a patrolman who has shockingly good vision. Terrible navigation, though. That spelled his doom. The archers can see us well before we can see them. Gonna want to take cover and strike at some point. What I like to do is hit them with an arrow just from an immediate lock-on point, then try to fine-tune them for a headshot. It's about the best you can do for an aware enemy. Obviously, unaware enemies are preferable. So we've handily cleared out the path that we are not taking. Don't know how useful that's going to be. The ambient sounds here put me in mind of some kind of kraken or sea monster. And in fact, the ambient music has grown more and more ominous through each level, despite the fact that Rao grows ever more fearsome and competent. As proof of our worthiness, we're going to approach this most carefully. Well, almost as carefully as we should. Got there just in time. That should at least prevent reinforcements, although I don't think we can take anyone else out with stealth. Maybe one of the unarmored guys. Really should try to break the unarmored guy first. He'll go down faster at least. That and the armored guy seems to have no interest in us. More of a spectator than a combatant. He's managed to work himself into a nice position where I can't really get at him without hitting the wall. Sort of the thing about the Taiha. Doesn't get stuck in wood like the sword did, but it can be more prone to striking walls and interrupting your combo that way. Although sometimes Rao will just power through it. Walls be damned. Made it to our switch though. Looks like we chose the right path. Yep, that's the door. And it's not budging. So more exploration will be required, it seems. We've already prepped that side area. Time to start reaping the rewards. Of course, there's another hornblower. And he appears to be the only unarmored enemy. Leaves very little question as to what we're expected to do to him. Good thing Rao's on the same page. He's out of sight, though. Yeah, let's see. Should be right about there. There we go. No interest in dealing with swordsmen. They're no longer formidable opponents. I do want to play with them a little, particularly the Taiha wielder back here, who is avoiding me. That should get his attention. He's not as prone to being limited by the walls as we are. So I'll draw him out a bit. And eventually get the timing right. Beautiful. Same as our own Fahu kill, but he gets to keep his spear. And all that lost health was pointless. Still no go on that door. Time to check out what those archers were guarding. I'm gonna guess it's another switch. Sort of interesting to lay things out all around this hub area. Gives you a choice in where you're going to go next, but it also necessitates a bit of backtracking, so give and take. It's interesting for a single set piece though. Ooh, that's not good. That's even worse. But as always, we have to prioritize the hornblower. This time it is in fact an utter necessity. It's because of a quirk with this pelican here, actually. The first shot we fire is going to startle him. He doesn't have to be hit directly like the other animals do. Once the pelican is disrupted, his flight path will send the hornblower to seek cover, at which point you have to engage in combat with the other enemies, which will cause the hornblower to call in reinforcements. His reinforcements consist of 3 armored archers. And they will take up a spot right above where the armored axeman is. And they will almost certainly kill you while you're in combat with him. It's a Rube Goldberg device, almost certainly resulting in your demise. But doing it properly results in a comparatively easy victory. An incredibly satisfying one at that. It is a clever room they set up, putting in an actually detrimental pelican. Up this way is the path the hornblower would have taken. And then he'll just wait here until it's time to call for your doom. But we avoided that. Now we can pull our switch and escape. Or not. Can't say I noticed another switch anywhere. There has to be some solution. That might be it. Nice that they leave some trail of breadcrumbs for us. Pretty standard cluster. Another axe wielder. Looks like that might be our means of taking out the hornblower. And indeed, he's the only one curious about it. That'll prevent the reinforcements. Now that was our hit 2 enemies at once with a left strike challenge. I'm almost certain I only hit 1 enemy there. But like I said, those challenges are just about inevitable. I will gladly take challenges that are somewhat glitched to be too easy over ones that are somewhat glitched to be too hard. You'll see Rao get tripped a lot, particularly against Taiha wielders, although axe wielders can do it as well. It's a specific strike of the Taiha that knocks enemies down like that, although when Rao does it, it has a slightly different effect. I'll try to show off soon, and if not, I'll certainly be able to show it off many times later on. That's right, combat is not done when we finish this fight. There it was. The Fuwa part of Rao's combo strikes an enemy right in their center. That gives you a random amount of time to strike again, which will immediately knock them down. Sometimes that window of opportunity is very, very short, much too short to actually take advantage of. Other times it'll incapacitate them for quite a while. Again, we'll get to see that plenty more times. For now, though, we've come across yet another boat. Rao's becoming quite the sailor. Next time we'll have to see where this boat takes us.